How's the royal family? I pray that everyone is doing well. Well, my royal family, I'm back in one of those modes where I'm at my deepest thoughts. And so sometimes I share what's swirling around within my psyche. Some of the things I'm going to say, I did mention a bit of it, but I'm going to go in more depth about what I've been observing. And so the word that kept popping up is deceive. And then I started thinking about natural disasters. So I live up here in Northern California, and even though the fires up here are a few hours from me in the Bay Area, the air is quite nasty to the point you have to wear a dust mask. You can smell the chemicals and everything. And so I was just thinking about Mother Nature. And so what I asked the enemy, how do you deceive Mother Nature? How do you do it? Are you capable of deceiving Mother Nature? You think you is because you have been successful at deceiving the royal family. And so with your deception, you continue to deceive. And we have hit that paradigm shift that I talk about often. And I often say I listen with my heart, not my ears. I feel my people. So we pretty much know why the enemy deceive. They are worried about losing power. Then I was thinking about Lightbearer when a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about the hurricane. She said, no, we did that. So that's when I got to go away and go meditate. And I talked to my husband about it, and he said, it makes sense. It only makes sense. Because in the deception game, it can make the royal family feel some kind of way. So we see these fires. It speaks volumes. And we didn't see the footage of our true enemies begging to the Creator himself, probably not even conscious of it. And it pisses off Esau that they have to go in and even take care of their own people. As far as they be concerned, to hell with you. But see, Mother Nature is exposing who you truly is in your deception game. Nature itself, my royal family, think about it. It would take nature, again, nature, to fight this war for the royal family. So, nature, we see how powerful nature is. There's not much you can do when you see a picture like this, but be in awe at the divine hand. The divine hand is just giving glimpses and samples of what he can truly do. But we still have some in the deception game asking why. We have did everything possible to deceive his children, but we can't control Mother Nature. And Mother Nature is pissed. Her babies is hurting within your deception. So even though for a fleeting moment, when you see these natural disasters, we see y'all on TV being Captain Save-A-Ho, Susie Cream Cheese, save the world type of white folk. Just for a moment. Because we know your true nature. We truly do. I talked about Queen hurricane and how she came up out of that ocean, and what I could feel when we were taken from our homeland and taken to other parts of the world that we are connected to. It ain't just a Keebalon. I thought about our ancestors praying, putting curses out in the atmosphere. And is it ironic that the hurricane started the coast of Africa on a high percentage level? It speaks volumes. But the deception, it seems that the deception is even greater. So we're seeing fear. And they fear this. They fear us in our garb, back to our natural state and selves. Keep us off balance as much as possible. But again, I keep speaking of the nature of many things that will, over time, even if we don't do anything, that nature is going to restore herself back to her original self in order to get healthy. And since we are the most vibrational people on the planet, we have to get healthy too, because our mother cries out when she sees her babies in pain. It's the natural thing to do. But along the way, my royal family, in this deception game, there is many things in Mother Nature that help us along. And this is the one that fascinated me the most. When I found out that the true color of the sun is black, and the sun is not as far away as you think. And when I was watching, bless his heart, Dr. Delbert Blair, he was talking about the first sun will merge with the second sun, which will intensify the rays. And there is nothing that the enemy can create to stop this. They can't put it in jail. They can't make up a law about it. They can't arrest it. They can't kill it. There is absolutely nothing you can do to our black sun. And the sun is doing its part in this war, because we know what the sun does to the enemy, and we know what the sun does to us. And sometimes people, even our own, want to put us together and say we're all one and the same. So why is the sun kicking our true enemy's ass? And they doing everything they can not to burn up in the shit. So the sun speaks volumes about what's going on in Mother Nature. You ain't deceiving the sun. You ain't deceiving the weather. You may continue to deceive our own, but our mission is to wake up as many as possible to go back to the kingdom, so we can be fully conscious and fully aware and proactive about your deception game. I mean, and it's grimy and it's greasy. And you want the royal family to forget about our royalty and our greatness? Oh, true royal ain't gonna let up, ever, ever. I don't care how many times I say it. I might make a whole video and say it for a damn hour. Because this is truly who we are, the truest of the true. There is no other. There's only one that is able to sit on that throne. So continue to deceive. Continue to disrupt. Continue to destroy. Because you're digging yourself a deeper grave. It ain't quick enough for the royal family. Oh yeah, we have demonstrated our faith and patience, and we will continue to. But there's a difference. We put an action into it. And I know it frightens you. And so along the way, Mother Nature's whooping your ass. And you don't know how at all to stop your true greasy ways. So you see this and you get a come to Jesus moment. But trust and believe that will fade. Oh, yes, it will. And we will continue to see these things, my royal family. And there are innocent people that get caught up in the crossfire. I call it casualties of war. It is what it is. You know, it makes me curious sometimes when I see these disasters, and you'll see all these houses on the block, and there's always one or two that survive. And I often wonder, what are they doing in those households? And this be their own. I just be wondering, you know, you never know what people do behind closed doors. Now, see, when the enemy looks at all of this, the first thing that kicks in their mind is money. Because anytime there is something major like this, they throw up a quick fund, and they want people, because they are feeling some kind of way and feeling empathy for people that's going through whatever they're going through, then deception kicks in. Because deception is looking over there, because deception got eyes everywhere. And they say, oh, we're going to partake in this. And you would say, well, damn, they know they being grimy, and they continue to see what I'm showing you here, what's going on. It would have to be something within the enemy to have to shut down conscious. And what that thing is that pineal gland. Now I'm finding out it's even calcified, probably up to 90%, because our pineal gland is not calcified, so we care about people, we feel people's empathy. But the enemy only knows a few things by nature, and they're pretty damn good at it. But over time, just like with anyone else, you get sloppy because it is rooted in pure evil. And the weather speaks volumes. The fires speak volumes. And they wondering why we don't have the same type of empathy, because we demonstrated globally who we are. It is our turn. It is our time. It is our time to understand how to be selfish in a healthy way. Because I'm telling you, my royal family, the ultimate goal of the enemy in their deception game is to keep you from going to the kingdom. Yes, and they have their supporters too, as well. So I'm swirling in my head, deception, deception, deception. And I'm thinking of weather, and I'm thinking of nature. And it's like, wow, Mother Nature is at a roar. I mean, look what happened in Hawaii. I mean, you go through the whole United States. You cannot stop the divine hand. Oh, no, you can't. Not one damn bit. And so what needs for us to do, my royal family, is to really allow yourself to totally feel, and don't hold on to our true enemy's words. We know that they speak in forked tongue. We have heard that statement before. For anybody to even say that, they would have to have experienced something so deep and so great that they said, we will have to pass this down to all our generations so they would never, ever forget. And, you know, and some people say it's petty. They want to whitewash out our true history and put their faces on this shit. Nobody dictates and tell us what we need to do within the royal family. See, that's the problem of the enemy. Always wanting to come through and dictate our pain and plight. And telling us we're doing good for you, but you're stealing from me the whole time. And then the weather is snatching a lining out your ass. And then the sun, ooh, the sun is powerful, burning you to a crisp. Oh yeah. So I keep asking, why the deception game? See, my royal family, there's no need to worry. We know the ending of our story. Big Judah told us. Very simple. So why are you partaking into the deception? What are you getting out of it? trinkets, validation from peasants. I agree with you, light bearer. We're looking all about outside of ourselves, and the kingdom is truly within thyself. That's how deception have defeated us. We have been that deceived. So, my royal family, I just wanted to express what was in my innermost thoughts. And I'm going to ask y'all questions. Why do they continue to deceive? I would really want to hear what the royal family have to say. Why? Why? Because we all hold a key piece of this puzzle. So you have just as much right to render your voice with your beautiful divine words. And as always, my royal family, I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support. And with that said, Ashe.